We are here in the quad ahead of LSU's matchup versus UCLA. It's good to have the Tigers back at home. I'm Madelyn Frentress reporting for Tiger TV, and I'm here with Miss Laura Rutledge. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
It is so nice to meet you.
It is so good to see you.
How does it feel to be here in Baton Rouge?
I love being here. Baton Rouge, as I say often, is a personal favorite of mine. Some of the best tailgating you're going to find, and also the fans that show up for our show for SEC Nation are great. We always have so much fun out here. It's a different vibe too. It's more of a I would say more of a raucous vibe, which we love on Nation, so cannot wait to see everybody that comes out on Saturday morning, and truly just love being in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, how are you going to handle the heat?
Oh my goodness, well, can you tell how much I'm sweating already?
Me too.
Like, golly. It's funny because we've been in some really hot places already this year. We've been in Gainesville twice, which is super humid and hot there, but we all said it's actually hotter here.
This is the hottest
It's so
place.
warm,
You
I know.
Can't get worse.
Yeah, here's what we do though. You got to wear something that you're not going to see sweat on. So people are always like, why are you always wearing black? And I'm like, because you can't tell that I'm literally drenched in sweat.
Right.
So.
It's a reporter life hack.
Exactly,
for sure.
we know.
Okay, so I want to talk about the team just a little bit.
Yeah.
SEC Network, obviously, it's not an SEC matchup, but about LSU, I'm sure you've watched them over the past couple weeks, kind of had some ups and downs.
Yeah.
What do you think? We kind of talked about this in the broadcast, them needing to get off to a hot start.
Yeah.
What do you think about that and what they're going to need to do versus UCLA to kind of pull out the win?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, defensive adjustments are definitely what's most needed right now, and I think we've seen Blake Baker figure out more of a way to use Harold Perkins, so I'll be interested to see how that plays into this game. I mean, look, we don't want to overlook UCLA, and nobody's doing that, but it could be a game where they could play around with a few things and see exactly what their best defensive front looks like. I think offensively, they've actually been really good, and there's a lot to be encouraged by, which sounds similar to last season, so LSU fans are like, come on, if our defense can just be okay, which they're getting close to that. I firmly believe that. This is a nice week to sort of have an at-home tune-up of sorts to, against a good opponent, good enough, right, where you can figure out where you are, but also get yourself ready for the rest of the SEC, which is going to be a gauntlet, no doubt.
Alrighty, well, we only have time for one more. So I just want to know, as far as LSU, UCLA, what's kind of going to be what does it look like if UCLA is going to take this game? As far as what are they going to need to do?
Well, I think for them, it's all about just trying to get LSU uncomfortable in some way, shape, or form, which is really hard to do in this place. So I think it would have to be they get off to a really hot start. The crowd isn't as much of a factor in the game. Otherwise, it's just a tough place to play. Like, there's nothing quite like Death Valley. It's one of my favorite atmospheres. I don't think it even, I know everyone says a night game. I don't even think it matters what time of day it is. It's loud in there in an incredibly intimidating environment. So, but that would be the key. If for some reason UCLA scores quickly and gets ahead, maybe the crowd's not as much of a factor and they're able to pull something off.
Well, thank you so much, Laura, for your insight. I appreciate you so much. That's all we have time for today with Laura Rutledge. I'm reporting from the quad, Madelyn Frentress for Tiger TV Sports.